All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting started now. Just a peek at, oh, hold on, let me go check in with my team. My team wanted to make sure that I heard their new name. They are the Girl Scouts today, and it looks to me. So I use other team is clearly music majors. So our first round opponents are Koi, Qua, Qui. Uh, So that's our first round opponent, and I am waiting for us to get into the first game. So what I am gathering is that most of the teams are people who are just getting thrown together. They're not necessarily college teams right now. So apparently, Koi is apparently they are one from New York and one from Canada. And the other IU team, clearly music majors, are playing someone, I believe, from New York and someone from North Carolina. So once again, I am just waiting for the game to actually start, and as soon as that does, I will be back with you. All right, and we are good to go. So for today, I will be trying to work on my camera work a little bit, as well as my commentating. So hopefully, I will not be just using the AutoCam. Although I will say the AutoCam feature here on Rocket League is much better than it is for Dota. Okay, let me find my mouse. And of course, we set ourselves up as the blue team instead of the orange team, so we are remaking the lobby. All right, and we've got IU Girl Scouts on the orange team versus Koi Kwa on the blue team. Munchie Moo and White Lightning versus Sykes and Nicklet. So let's see if we can follow. Nick is going back. Sykes is going forward for the touch, and then White Lightning gets it. Nick is coming through and gets that first goal. Well done. It does not appear that either of the blue team was able to get there in time. White Lightning was just out of position and not able to get that save in time. All right, here we go. Nick coming through, getting the touch. Sykes getting set up with the aerial, and Munchie Moo not able to get there in time. Munchie was not in place there. He picks up the boost pad, tops it off again, and then misses the save. Not able to actually go. So Nick is going to be going in for the ball here. Runs over the boost pad and gets a little bit of that sweet, sweet boost juice. All right, White Lightning coming in, but getting knocked away by Nick. All right, Nick filling up on that boost, bouncing it off the wall, and tapping it in on his own. IU is now up 3-0 in 34 seconds into this game. All right, looks like Nick has already got 2 shots on goal and two shots and 2 goals. Sykes has 1 shot and 1 goal. All right, Sykes with that halo, dribbling the ball there in front of himself. Right, setting up. In 2v2, it seems a little bit more important that everyone is much more in position because there is not that third player to help cover any holes that might happen. Nick sets it up off the back and knocks it in. Let's see. Can we see where Munchie Moo was here? Misses that block, doesn't make contact with the ball, and then there is no one on the blue team ready to make up for that. All right, Sykes coming in, but White Lightning gets the first touch. Nick goes back for that big boost, making sure that he is full. Munchie Moo is launching himself through the air, but he does miss. Nicklet doesn't quite get the right setup on that, and now we have White Lightning missing the ball. Munchie Moo does manage to get the save, and Sykes goes in for the attack, but misses it as well. Let's see, Munchie Moo trying to come in and scores an own goal there. And Nick does manage to get a turtle goal by knocking it off of Munchie Moo. It does appear that the Girl Scouts are having the run of this game. Um, and if I know Nick and Sykes well enough, it does not strike me that they are going to let up anytime soon. Munchie does manage to come in and get a nice hit on that ball. Nick tries... I was about to say that Nick tries to go for the long goal by knocking it from across the field over the heads of the blue team, but he made the goal. So it is now 6-0 with 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in this match. Looks like the Girl Scouts are going to be taking this one home unless White Lightning and Munchie here manage to pull a real comeback out from nowhere, it seems. All right, Syke setting it up. Nick hitting it up into Syke, who isn't quite able to knock it in. Feel like the blue team here isn't quite using a lot of boost. They seem to be moving fairly slowly. White Lightning definitely taking time there to set it up. Not sure. The ball is now finally down on IU's side of the field, but it is immediately knocked away by Nick. All right, Sykes coming up, has the ball there. He is out of boost. Is he able to? No, not quite. He knocks it into the wall. Nick does try to come and get the hit in, but does not manage to do so. All right, Nick, once again, 40% boost here. Is he able to get a hit in right over the head of Munchie Moo? Munchie Moo does manage to get that initial save and is then in reverse. I do not think that he had any boost there, but I also think if he had boost, would have sent him in the wrong direction because he was facing the opposite way. I really don't think that reverse is the best way to try to be to score goals here. So we are 7-0 with 1 minute and 40 seconds left. Nick flying through. White Lightning is... There are only so many ways that I know how to say that they missed the ball, but they missed again. Nick setting it up. Nick misses the ball, too. So it is not purely one-sided. They are setting it up there. Sykes getting the aerial touch, trying to knock it in. Nick setting up for Sykes. Not quite going the right way. At this point, I feel like IU is just trying to run out the clock on this match. Because, of course, every time they score, it adds a little bit more time to this match. Munchie Moo does take out... one of the IU players, but that IU player does manage to knock the ball away. It looks like the blue team here is much more comfortable on the ground than in the air, and IU trying to take them on the ground, not just in the air there. And now in a show of what I think is pure dominance, IU is discussing just letting them score one goal or scoring an own goal like they are. No, Sykes not going to set up for the own goal here. He's now just dribbling the ball. Allows Munchie Moo to get that goal in. That was an easy setup by IU for Munchie Moo to get that touch. You know, IU might be a very competitive team that tends to be very aggressive as they go through these games. Sometimes they just add a little bit of kindness here, showing a little kindness, allowing them to score one goal before going on. And once again, we have the orange team wins IU with a score of 7-1. All right, and we are off in match number 2. Oh, White Lightning manages to get it, while Sykes does not quite get the angle he needs to knock that ball up, and instead knocks it in. All right, so here we have White Lightning and Munchie Moo are here for game number 2. They are in the lead, 1-0. All right, Nick getting set up and passing the ball to Sykes. Passes it back to Nick, who thought they were going to keep passing, but they did not. Nick setting it up, and Sykes taps it in with the nose of his car. Just a nice little nudge. There we go. And Munchie Moo is nowhere near able to defend that goal. And White Lightning jumps too early to defend that. All right, Sykes launching it up into the air. And not able to get the ball. So it is White Lightning here on the defense. Nick knocks it up. White Lightning thinking about doing something, but instead just sits watching the ball, which allows Nick to take control of it. So let's follow from Nick's perspective here, driving it up and trying to hit it with his wheels instead of with the front of his car, trying to go for that that turtle. But there we go. White Lightning gets that score. Munchie Moo lines it up, and White Lightning gets that goal in. All right, Sykes going for that first touch. Beats them to it, but launches it off of White Lightning's nose. Nick back there for the defense, and Sykes taking it forward. Sykes sets it up high, up in the air, and Nick comes through, and so gently we see the shot. Munchie Moo goes for it, and so does White Lightning, but both just misjudge where that ball is. All right, Nick coming forward. Munchie Moo for the score. Sykes is not there for the goal. Almost there, misses by a hair. So now blue team is up 3-2 against IU. Is IU playing around too much? You know, are they playing too much and not taking this seriously enough, even with an opponent that they think they have a clear advantage over, as evidenced by the first game? They shouldn't be messing around and, you know, allowing the other team to get easy goals on them. This is a rather sloppy play by IU, I feel, from what I've seen from them. And White Lightning takes the shot, but Nick does get the save. White Lightning, you know, Munchie Moo sets up, but misses the rebound here. But White Lightning comes in and taps it in. So it is 4-2. IU is down by 2 goals. IU is down by 2 goals. They've got 2 minutes and 30 seconds to tie it up or make that third goal in for the straight-up win. And there we go. Nicklet sets himself up and centers that shot in. Right up over there and tap. The real question is, where was the blue team there? They were nowhere to be seen. You know, if you are not there to defend your goal, you're just going to have these goals scored on you like that. Sykes coming in, Nick going back to fill up on that boost. White Lightning coming through, dribbling it down the field. Does not manage to get that aerial. Sykes setting it up, and both members of the blue team are on the other side of the field to allow Sykes to score, which ties it up 4-4 with 2 minutes left. So we can see that Munchie tries to intercept the ball, but because he missed it and his motion was so aggressive, he was not there to defend. All right. I don't even get a chance to set this one up. Let's watch this from Nick's perspective. It's nice high in the air. He gets up in there and just taps it in. Nice and easy. So that means IU is up 5-4. Here we go. Nick coming in. Over the top, but White Lightning does get the rebound on that one. Alright, so White Lightning trying to set up here, does get the save for a second. As we can see, White Lightning does not appear to have a good handle on where the ball is at all times, and does seem to be lower on boost than I have noticed the IU members being. Or, you know what, it almost looks like he's on average higher on boost. Meaning that he's not using it as much, whereas Nick and Sykes are much more willing to use that boost to get where they need to go. Like right here, we've got Sykes using that up, getting it set up, and setting that up nicely for Nick to get that goal in. As we can see, set up there, Nick coming in with the easy right into the middle like nothing. So we are now, IU is up 6-4 with 1 minute left. And White Lightning just gets that save. That was distressingly close for IU to get a goal off of that kickoff. Trying to watch and see what happened here. We've got Munchie coming in, and he was not able to get that save. All right, so 7-4 with 1 minute left, about 50 seconds. Let's see if the blue team is going to be able to recover this. They were leading this game. They were up by 1 goal for quite a while there, but then IU brought it back. Munchie has the ball, takes a shot, but Sykes manages to knock it and deflect it into the side of the goal there so that it does not go in. Nick using that boost and launching it right over White Lightning. Let's see, does White Lightning have... He does have boost here. He has full boost and is just sitting there. Just sitting there, watch as it goes in. I think that... that perhaps this blue team has mentally given up this game and is just sort of letting it happen at this point. We are 8-4 with 19 seconds left. Munchie, that does not go in. At this point, IU is just waiting this clock out, trying to end it. So as soon as that ball hits ground, and that is 2-0 for IU. Well played by IU, although it was a little sloppy there in the middle, while they were, frankly, just having a little bit too much fun. All right, so we are going to wait for the next round here, and while we're waiting, I will be right back.
Into the night, city lights are dancing, slowly falling apart. The shadows causing an outbreak. I'm wishing upon a star. This time I'm feeling stronger, and I know I can do better. The shadows causing an outbreak. I'm turning the light. We're gonna light it up, oh, light it up, ooh, light it up, causing an outbreak. I'm turning the light. We're gonna light it up, oh, light it up, ooh, light it up, causing an outbreak. I'm turning the lights on. Open your eyes and see the people chanting, slowly falling apart. The silence causing an earthquake. I'm wishing upon a star. This time I'm feeling higher, and I know I can be taller. Shadows causing an outbreak. I'm turning the light. We're gonna light it up, oh, light it up, ooh, light it up, causing an outbreak. I'm turning the light. We're gonna light it up, oh, light it up, ooh, light it up, causing an outbreak. I'm turning the lights on.
So it looks like the other team is making the lobby, and we are almost ready to go. As soon as we are ready, I'll switch us over. All right, and here we go. This time we are in the blue team. So we have at least one player from UMD One Shot. And it looks like the blue team, IU, has managed to fend off the early aggression. UMD One Shot is setting it up. And, oh, Sykes in for the save. I thought that was going to be an easy knock-in by JPK. All right, Sykes coming through, and One Shot knocks it away. All right, Nick does go up for it, but does not manage to get it. UMD One Shot, apparently the backbone of this team here. Sykes setting it up on the wall, bouncing it off his head. Is there any follow-up for IU? There is not. All right, coming back on. Let's see what Nick is able to do here. One Shot does try to come over, but not able to. It is up in the air. Is Sykes able to knock it in? No, not quite. Just does not quite make contact with that ball. JPK trying to bring it down. Nick getting in the way. Once again, we've got Sykes taking it down, but then both the orange team are there to knock it away. Oh, Sykes with the save in time. I thought that was going in for sure, and I was just going to watch and let it happen. We are still 0-0 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game. Here we go. Sykes coming up. Out of boost, but in the air. Let's see. Nick knocks it off of JPK's head, knocks it up into the air. Is he able to get it away from his own goal? Well, he isn't, but Sykes is. There we go. Sykes is out of boost there, but able to pick up the easy 100. Nick makes a nice shot. It is up in the air, and One Shot and Sykes go for it at the same time, and instead of going anywhere, it gets knocked straight up. All right, Sykes and One Shot duking it out, and we are still 0-0 with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in this game 1 of a best-of-3 series. Sykes dribbling it on his head, which then One Shot knocks it right off it like it was a golf ball on a tee. Looks like both teams are just sort of feeling each other out, trying to figure out, oh, if that was just a little bit lower, that would have gone in. It was right over both of UMD's players. All right, Nick's setting it up there, and Sykes does manage to fill up on the boost, denying it from UMD, and knocks it in. Well played by Sykes. It knocks it up there. JPK knocks it out, but unfortunately ends up setting it right there for the tap in. Apparently Nicklet is claiming that I am their substitute player. I really hope that I never have to step in and play for them, because they will be woefully disappointed. It would now be a 3-on-1 game. All right, Nick getting the save just in time. Sykes going in for it. All 4 players are in the goal, and the ball is the only character, the only thing in this field that did not go into that goal. So IU is still up 1-0 with 1 minute and 30 seconds left in this game. Sykes trying to go up for the shot, but both JPK and One Shot get there before. All right, One Shot dribbling it down. Nick tries to come in and knock it off, but misses, but Sykes bats it away. Sykes setting it up. JPK gets the touch on it. Sykes fills up on that boost and goes for the shot and gets it in. All right, let's see that from Nick's perspective here. Knocks it up, and Sykes comes in for the shot. UMD One Shot is there. He is trying to get in the trying to get in for that save, but just not quite on the spot there. All right, so IU is up 2-0 with 1 minute left in this game. Nick choosing not to go for a shot there because it would have left his goal unprotected. So Nick is on the ball while Sykes is back here following up. He was in the goal. Nick does not Nick not quite able to get there in time. So One Shot able to knock it straight in uncontested, unfortunately. 32 seconds left in this game. IU is still up 2-1. So if IU can manage to hold off UMD and JPK from getting one more goal, they will have knocked this first game out of the park. Or Nick can instead dribble it up off the ball and knock it in himself and make it so that UMD is going to need to score 2 goals in 25 seconds. All right, JPK knocks it right off of Sykes. Nick once again up in the air. Is anyone able to follow up on this? Sykes does manage to, and it hits the corner. Not quite there for the goal. Sykes once again gets control of it, but not able to get in there. They're up 5 seconds left. Is UMD and JPK going to be able to do anything here? Goal is up, in, and down. So the game goes to IU. It appears that UMD and IU have changed colors. And I am not entirely sure what just happened there. But here we go. So UMD is now... Are they playing the game? Are they going to remake it? Was that an actual goal for Sykes? The spawn did have issues. The team is deciding to reset this game. There were issues with the spawn at the very start of the game. Teams loaded into the wrong side and did not end up where they expected to be, and the spawn was incorrect. So they are remaking this. That does not mean that IU's first win is for nothing. It is still a valid win in game 1, and it looks like Sykes and Nicklet have the orange team. All right, Nick going in for a shot on goal, but not quite able to get it there. The angle wasn't quite right. Sykes in the air isn't quite able to rotate his car far enough to get the right angle on that, but it was close, and UMD does manage to knock that one right over the top. Let's see that from his perspective. JPK hits it up in the air. Sykes is there, but doesn't have quite enough speed to make that save. Nice goal by UMD. All right, ball launches straight up into the air as both teams come for it. Sykes with the aerial, but right down into JPK's hood, who then eliminates Nicklet as he comes in for it. Nick comes in with a shot, and UMD manages to knock it away. All right, let's see. Nick once again hitting it up in the air, and One Shot recovers, fills up on the boost. Let's follow him down the field. Nick takes it away with a nice steal. Nick and Sykes, it's up in the air in front of IU's goal. One Shot puts it up too high. I think he might have been trying to bait out the IU defenders to put them out of position for a shot later, but doesn't manage to do so. All right, Sykes makes the save. That little halo on top of his head is there for a reason. All right, Nick is able to get that save. I thought it was going to go over the top of his car, but he manages to rotate that tail end up just high enough to knock it away. All right, we've got Sykes setting it up here. And One Shot knocks it away right into the waiting arms of Nick. Nick is not able to get it over the head of JPK, though. Sykes goes for it, but misses. Nick does manage to knock it away between the two UMD players, though. All right, up in the air. Nick gets the hit towards UMD's side, but... All right, Nick once again gets the save, and Sykes was there as well, so they would have been ready for the double defend. All right, both Nick and Sykes are now on the UMD JPK side of the field. Are they able to turn this into a shot on goal? No. UMD One Shot knocks it away. All right, Nick fills up on that boost. Sykes hits it over. All right, let's see. Nicklet is back there and not quite able to get a actual shot onto goal there, but close. Fills up on that boost, preparing to defend. Knocks it away, but JPK then knocks it in. Unfortunately, Sykes was not quite in position. Let's see, yeah, Sykes not quite in position to make that save. All right, the score is now 2-0 with IU scoring 0 goals so far. IU needs to make up 2 goals in the next 2 minutes in order to force an overtime, or 3 goals. I say 3, I mean 4. 4 goals in order to take the win outright. JPK just sits it right on his car, and Sykes flips just a little bit too early, not able to get that save or knock it away from JPK. It does look like this might be going to a Game 3 after IU takes Game 1 and the UMD team taking Game 2. Not bad. Dead Shot or One Shot does make that save and then makes a goal. Let's see it from his perspective here. All right. With 1 minute and 26 seconds left, IU has a choice to make. Are they going to play it hard here and try to recover this game in what would be a really epic recovery? Or are they going to try to let themselves regroup for this Game 3 and refocus? It appears that they are going to keep going for it. That was quite the elimination there that I was not expecting, and UMD One Shot manages to get that goal. Once again, I think IU is mostly focusing here on game number 3, as this game I think they feel is already done. All right, we are still on IU's side of the field with both One Shot and JPK taking shots, and One Shot takes another shot. Looks like JPK is doing a little bit of trash talk there in the team chat there. Let's see if that stays into game number 3. And Sykes sets it up, but JPK manages to get there in time. Nick unfortunately knocks it away. Wrong way, Nick. Not quite able to get the angle of his car up enough to hit it back. JPK there is there for the actual for the tap in, but both teams are just sort of letting this one go as this game 2 is over now. So that does bring the series to 1-1. IU has won game 1. Second one goes to UMD. We are going to game number 3, a deciding match. Nice to know that my stream is useful, at least for checking the scores after the game. All right. There appeared to be a bit of an issue with the spawn again, but they were able to recover it in time. All right, Sykes and Nick going in, and that bounces right off the border. That was a really close one, and unfortunately, because both guys were on the aggressive there, they were not able to. Nick did not have any boost, nor did Sykes. They were out of boost there and just not able to get there in time to make that save. All right, IU, let's see if we can recover this one here. Sykes gets eliminated, but he was in position to have possibly made a save there if it hadn't been necessary, but that elimination was a well-timed one. All right, UMD one shot, getting that goal. Nick was not able to respond to that in time, unfortunately. 2-0, 4 minutes and 23 seconds left in this game. This is, again, the 2v2 College Carball Association Open. Oh, one shot almost gets that one, but instead bounces it, ripples it off the wall. But JPK is able to get the recovery. One shot knocks it up over, and Nick taking the breakaway. Is one shot going to be able to get there in time? No, but Nick manages to get the goal, bringing it to a 2-1, and even goes for the turtle style points. While it might not be the time to be doing those kinds of swag plays, maybe that's the shot in the arm IU needs, the morale boost. I don't know. I don't know how to respond to that one, honestly. That was just a misplay on IU's part. All right, Sykes coming through, setting it up. Nick with the aerial, and it gets knocked up by JPK. Sykes does manage to get a nice little pirouette in the air, but unfortunately it was not able to get there. Nicklet does demolish one shot, which does take him out and ruin the angle of his shot. So that was a nice defensive move. Unfortunately, Sykes gets eliminated, so Nicklet was on his own on that offense. We are getting rather aggressive with these demolitions at this point. Nick comes in with a nice setup in front and gets demolished, but that sets up Sykes for the goal. Ready for the back pass. Sykes sets it up and tap it right in. All right, 3-2 with 3 minutes left in this game. Can IU get another goal or even another 2 goals and take this game outright? All right, one shot does have control of the ball. Nick does manage to get it off there, but JPK gets back in time to regain control of the ball. Nick setting it up again, but not quite having the right angle, and with both One Shot and JPK there, they are able to defend. And they are setting it up, and Sykes knocks it away. One Shot not able to get there, and Sykes with the long range right off the top of One Shot there. No one is able to respond to that one fast enough. You can see both One Shot and Nick going in to shepherd that ball. All right, 2 minutes and 14 seconds, and this game is all tied up 3-3. JPK knocks that ball away, and Nick coming in, just picking up the full boost. One Shot not able to do it, but JPK gets the hit off of the rebound. All right, yep. Both of IU's players were just had too much momentum going in opposite directions. They were not able to One Shot is requesting that we skip the replays. However, because they are a very valuable tool for casting, I will not be. All right, as Nick goes up for the hit, and that would have been a beautiful one, but he was just a hair and a half off. Sykes with the recovery. Nice save by Sykes. Nick trying to fill up his boost there with one of the 100 boost pads. Has he been able to? No, he is still at 0 boost. Getting a little bit there. Sykes getting the goal. For courtesy of the other team, I will skip that one. Nick with the touch up in the air, not quite low enough, bounces off of the crossbar at the top there. We are tied up 4-4 with 1 minute left in this game. Sykes dribbling the ball on top of his car and knocks it up out of JPK's way, and Nick gets the save away from the goal. All right, One Shot was dribbling it. Sykes with the goal off of the setup from One Shot there. Well done. All right, and here we go. We are 5-4, still 5-4. I thought that one might have been going in with 38 seconds left in this game. All right, 30 seconds left. Is IU going to be able to run out this clock? That's all they're trying to do right now. Nick just fills up on that boost, so he is able to appropriately defend here. All right, bounces it off, launches it down on their side. UMD does get in the way, though. 10 seconds left. And they tie it up. 3 seconds left. 5-5, 3 seconds left. This game is almost certainly going into overtime, and it is. No, still not into overtime. There we go. Overtime, 5-5. First goal here wins. It can go either way. Sykes gets it up in the air down towards UMD's side of the field. Are they going to be able to convert this into a goal? Nick launches it up and knocks it the wrong way, unfortunately. All right, UMD bringing it back towards IU's side of the field. Syke manages to get it back up, set up for Nick, and JPK gets it right on his car. Sykes does try to go in for the shot, but One Shot is there to defend it. Once again, IU is hungry for this win. They want to go for it. Sykes manages to get the save, but misses the aerial. One Shot comes in, knocks it back down towards IU's goal. Nick launches it up. JPK knocks it in. Well played. Well done, both teams. Close game. All right, and we will be waiting for one moment to get the next game set up. So just a quick update. We are waiting on our, we are now in the lower bracket here. We are waiting on maximum ownage there. They have 3 minutes to check in.
It is on.
All right, we are getting ready for the next match. The opposing team has readied up, and I believe we are going to be the orange team this round. I don't think this is a regulation map, and we're going to be remaking that. Let's try that again. Octagon is not a legal map, I believe, for CCA events, as it is simply so different than the other ones. Or it's a map that just nobody likes to play. All right, I'm ready to spectate, and there's one in the game. It's a little disconcerting when you're like getting all hyped up and getting ready to cast and getting ready with all your energy, and then nothing happens. All right, looks like OnageBot and Maximum 3579 are in. And the kickoff goes far off to the side. OnageBot trying to do something in the air there. Not sure quite what he was going for, but does not manage to hit the ball. Sykes gets the save and once again knocks it away. OnageBot misses the touch there, but Maximum comes in and knocks it away. Sykes with the touch. Maximum in the air. Nick gets the interception, though. Looks like OnageBot is using a different car than most of the players that I see. Nick goes for the shot, but misses. It's just slightly too high. All right, IU's goal is open, but Nick gets there in time for the save, and OnageBot with the return shot unfortunately hits it straight into the wall and not into the goal. Maximum does manage to get that 100 boost, and Sykes kicks it away. That is not quite there for the goal. Nick knocks it off, and Sykes not quite there for the rebound. Nick tries to get a little side shot in, not there, but Sykes gets the rebound. Back to Nick, launches it up. Is Nick going to be able to? Oh, no, not quite. Doesn't quite have enough energy behind it. Sykes goes for it, but misses. Right. OnageBot also going for that hit and missing it. Nick in the air gets the demolition onto Maximum after he gets the save, unfortunately. The timing of that was just slightly off there. Onage setting it up with no follow-through. Nick grabs the ball, bounces it off of Maximum's nose, but OnageBot does come in and manage to get the save. Sykes with a nice setup. Nick not quite able to knock that in, just slightly too far to the left of that goal. Nick gets both the ball and a nice refill on that boost, allowing him to have plenty of speed here. Maximum with a nice shot, but Sykes is there for the save. Sykes and Nick bringing it down. Sykes manages to get that. There we go. Nick gets the score. There we go. Nick coming in and just a clean shot in. Well done, Nick. All right. All right, Nick going in for that kickoff, but Maximum manages to get that first touch there. Knocks it off the wall. Sykes knocking it back onto the other side of the field. Nick coming in for the shot, but unfortunately, Nick and Sykes getting a little bit in each other's way, and neither of them gets the ball. OnageBot coming in for a shot, but Sykes bats that away. Sykes again with another nice defensive move. Nick knocking it up, Sykes coming in, but Maximum beats him to the ball. Minute and 30 seconds left, and IU is up 1-0. This ball is spending quite a bit of time high up in the air away from all of the players. Not quite sure if this is entirely intentional. OnageBot gets eliminated, demolished by Nick, which does sort of neuter their offensive abilities here. OnageBot coming in, goes for the ball, but misses. Nick up in the air. Maximum does get in the way for the save, but then Syke knocks it in off of the rebound. OnageBot is too far out of the way. Maximum has already moved, and Sykes manages to get that knock in. All right, IU up 2-0 with 55 seconds left in this match. Nick goes in for a shot, but bounces right off of Maximum, who does get a free goal in because both IU players were too far away. All right, it is now 2-1, 50 seconds left. IU still up. OnageBot gets that. Gets set up by the kickoff, and there was just not able to respond to that one. All right. Right, seems like IU's weakness right now is the kickoffs in this game. Just not quite able to get their ducks in a row for those. Onage does try to go in for an attack there, but Nick knocks it away from Onage so that he is not able to do so. Onage does get a touch on that ball up in the air, and that is a miss. Nick is able to bat it away. All right, and it hits the ground. We are in overtime, 2-2. Next score wins game 1 of this best-of-3 series. Maximum knocking it up, and Sykes kicks it away. Sykes is following it up. It is in the air, but Maximum takes control of it away from Sykes. Nick misses that save, and that allows OnageBot to come in for that goal. All right, there we go. Game number 2 has started. And Maximum goes for a shot there, but kicks it right into the wall instead of towards that goal. From the angle that I was looking at it, it looked like that was going to be close and made me a little nervous. That was a bit of a clench moment for me. Nick is trying to shepherd that ball in, but Onage does knock it away. Sykes trying to go for the rebound. But Maximum does manage to get in between there. Sykes once again preventing that ball from going onto IU's side of the field, but ends up too far up on the wall and unable to do anything. Maximum and Onage are attempting to knock that in, but Sykes bounces it off. It is up in the air, and Maximum misses that save, and Nick taps that in for the return goal in a turtle goal. One of those things that I think Nick just does sometimes just to raise his spirits a little bit. He's probably upset based on some of the mistakes that he feels he's been making in the past couple of games. So one of the ways for him to sort of boost his spirits is to just do a little turtle on the way through. All right, ball goes down. Nick's setting it up in the air and goes in just straight over the head. Right there. Nice tap. Straight in. Blue team was not able to respond. All right, kickoff. Sykes takes it again, bounces it off the backboard, and Nick tries for the follow-through but misses. But so does Maximum. Both players with that ball so it doesn't quite go anywhere that anybody wants it to go. Right, here we go. Nick setting up. Sykes does come in for the knockaway, but Maximum is able to get there fast enough. Is IU going to be able to get back in time for the recovery? Yes, they are. Once again, Sykes going the length of the field, managing to get in between that ball and the goal. Nick knocks it up, and no, not quite. Both of the blue team are able to get there for that one. That one probably wasn't going in anyway, but, you know, any movement towards the goal is nice. IU is up 2-0 with 2 minutes and 35 seconds left in this game. Maximum almost knocks it in, but bounces off his head, and Nick gets the follow-through. There we go. We see Maximum setting it up, bouncing it off the back wall, and taps that in. All right, Onijbot trying to set it up, but it bounces off his nose and heads back down onto the blue side of the field. Maximum is able to get the tap away. All right, Sykes setting it up in the air, getting it down, but Onij manages to get that save. Once again, Sykes and Nick trying to get their hands on that ball. Nick gets in the way and kicks it out of the way of Onij, who tries to come in and get a score or a shot off of that one while he was dribbling. All right, Maximum kicks it away. Minute and 42 seconds left in this game. At this point, IU is trying to run out the clock. All right, Nick launching his hood up there. Gets it around Onij, but Maximum manages to get his hands on that ball and knock it away. Nick up in the air. Onij gets the shot. Sykes was trying to go for that. Goes for that and just slightly out of position, was going to try to fill up on that boost pad. All right, minute and 19 seconds left. Sykes goes for the kickoff, and it passes it back to Nick. It is 3-1 with about 1 minute left in game number 2 here. If IU can hold on to this lead, they will tie up the series 1-1. You know, Maximum, that was almost cool, but unfortunately, you just kind of bounced the ball against the wall with yourself and didn't go anywhere with it. Maximum does manage to get a little speed on Nick there, but Nick manages to recover and hits it away from Maximum's control. Onijbot once again trying to come in for those sort of cheeky goals, but IU manages to hold them off on those ones. Sykes knocks it up into the air. Is the blue team going to be able to... Oh, Onijbot knocks it away, but then Maximum gets there. All right, 3-2, 25 seconds left. Can IU hold on to this lead and force a game 3 here? That is what they need to do, because the loser of this match ends up being eliminated for tonight. Sykes knocks it away. Onij gets his hands on it. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and it is away. All right, 1-1. Winner of the next game takes the entire round. All right, Sykes getting ready to take this kickoff for IU. Nick flying through the air from across the field to try to set that up. Oh, Sykes coming through and not quite there for the assist in. Onijbot does get that full boost, which means he is a little bit more prepared on the defense than I think IU is on the offense here. I think IU is going to be a little bit boost starved. Nick with about 20%, Sykes with about 56% of the boost. Knocking it up, that is far too slow for anything to happen of that. Sykes does kick that one away, preventing a nice, easy shot on goal there. Onijbot comes in, but manages to spike it instead into the wall. All right, once again, we are down on the blue end of the field. Nick trying to get an up in the face of the enemy team there, but has no boost and not quite able to pull that off. Sykes was trying to let Nick have the boost, but in the end, neither of them got it. But they both just got 100% refills there as I was talking. All right. Set up from the sky here, and Sykes taps it in. Well timed there. Let's see that from Sykes' perspective. And it is up there in the air, and boom, straight in. Well done, Sykes. All right, 3 minutes and 40 seconds left, and IU is up 1-0. Onijbot receives the kickoff and a full fill up on the boost there. Sykes going for that one, but Onijbot does manage to get back in the way. Nick sets it up, and I think Sykes actually ended up knocking it further away than it would have gone otherwise, which ends up allowing Maximum to score that because neither of IU's team was not able to get there. It's an example of how a little mistake like that can end up sort of snowballing out of control. Sykes going for that ball meant that he didn't have the boost or the positioning to try to save the next shot. Nick coming through with a shot and not quite able to follow it through. Sykes coming through the air and misses. Onij gains the recovery on that. Sykes knocks it back. Is IU going to be able to recover this into another shot on goal? Sykes is setting it up, and Nick is almost certainly out hunting for boost and playing somewhat defensively. And up in the air, Sykes manages to grab the control of it, but Onij steals that. Maximum is up in the air, just slightly too high for that shot on goal there, but IU would not have been able to defend that one. Maximum sets it up. Sykes jumps up for the recovery. All right, so we see Onij setting it up, and then Maximum able to knock it in. Having some issues with boost management on IU's team, either boost management or just a lack of getting enough boost to have the positioning that is needed to make these saves and make some of these attacks. All right, 2 minutes left. It is 2-1. IU is down 1 goal. Hopefully IU will be able to set this up, and Nick was going for the easy kick in the face of Maximum, but not quite able to do so. Sykes flips it around. Maximum overshoots. Is Sykes going to be able to translate this in? Unfortunately, Onijbot ends up stopping it dead. Nick does manage to take control of it, but both blue members are able to recover before IU manages to gain full control of that ball and set that up. All right. Sykes has it up in the air. IU still needs to get another score in order to make this go into overtime, or this will be IU's elimination from this 2v2. All right, Sykes knocks it away. gets his recovery on there. It is up in the air. Nick's going to come in and gets the score. Evens it up. 58 seconds left, 2-2. Beautiful setup from Sykes with a nice tap in from Nick. All right, who's going to get the next goal? I'm willing to bet that the next goal is going to decide this. You know, I hope that I am prophetic there because Nick just managed right off the kickoff. Blue team Maximum was going for that 100 boost and therefore just wasn't in position to make that save. 53 seconds left, 3-2. IU is currently up a goal. IU now wants to run this clock out of time. Let this game end. They don't want to see another overtime. Oh, that was almost another safety goal by Sykes. If that was just a micron or two to the right, that would have gone in. Once again, Nick just knocking that ball in the air with 30 seconds left. He is just trying to run this clock out of time to end this game. Maximum and OnageBot not quite able to get their act together to get another shot on goal there. 13 seconds left. Nick does not have the boost he needs, but he is just trying to run this clock out of time. All right, Sykes is out of the goal, 2-1. And with a 0-second score. Maximum pulls that one out. That almost hit the ground before it went in, which would have ended the game. So we are now at a 3v3 overtime. All right, Nick gets the kickoff down onto the blue side of the field, and Sykes knocks it in. Easy 5-second goal, 4-3. OnageBot just not able to react fast enough. That means that IU does take this 2-1. All right, now we've got another couple of minutes before the next round starts. Guys, you're giving me real clench moments here. Nice. Sweet. Oh, yeah. Oh, I heard all of it. Uh, no. All right. Looks like we are getting ready for the next round. Let's see if we can look at the bracket again real quick. Girl Scouts are up versus Texas. I believe it's Texas. But Clearly Music Majors is currently in the semifinals. So if you are watching my stream, you want to watch the other IU team, switch over to Radiant Repose's stream, and he has the other IU team. We are currently attempting to join the proper lobby, so just a moment here while work it out. All right, we are joining the lobby. There we go. All right, looks like we are playing versus Texas. So XRD Blade and Jikery. So IU is on the blue side this time. Sykes kicks it off, and it just sort of goes over into no man's land with no one able to follow up on that quickly. XRD Blade there, but Nick manages to get in the way. Looks like Nick is feels like he's playing quite aggressively and kind of on the warpath here. Sykes gets the aerial. Jikery not able to get the rebound there. Nick almost gets a nice shot there, but it bounces off of Jikery instead. Sykes setting it up, and it's flying up in the air in front of Texas's goal, but Texas does manage to knock it away. XRD Blade gets in the way. Sykes knocks it up, and Nick... Oh, but Jikery gets in the way just in time. All right, XRD Blade trying to knock it away, but Nick says, no, we are going to keep it on your side of the field. Going to keep that pressure up. In fact, we're going to wave this ball in front of your goal. That's how confident we are right now. All right, Jikery's got it up in the air. Nick and Sykes knock it up. But Jikery manages to get the knock in. Unfortunately, both Nick and Sykes are not quite able to get into position to rescue that goal. Sykes was still in the air. All right, here we go again. Nice kickoff. Sykes misses that ball. Frankly, it looked to me like he had hit it, but perhaps that was just a bit of a quirk of the camera angle. Nick coming down. Unfortunately, XRD Blade manages to get it off. Sykes up in the air. XRD Blade. There, Nick does not get that boost. Neither Jikery manages to get it, so Nick is probably a little boost starved right now. And getting controlled up there by Jikery. Alright, Nick has no boost at this point, which is going to make controlling this ball difficult. Alright, he goes back and gets that full boost pad, and Sykes gets the one closer to him. Nick launches it up towards Texas's end of the field. It is up on the backboard. Nick and Sykes go for it, and Sykes knocks it up and slightly out of the way. All right, we are still 1-0, 2 minutes and 32 seconds left in game number 1 of IU versus Texas. Right. Oh, that was almost a goal there by Texas, but it goes off of the pole instead. Nick taking control of this ball, bringing it down the field, filling up on boost, but Jikery knocks it away. Sykes does manage to sort of keep his car screening that ball, not really making any contact with it, but sort of just preventing it from going in. Up in the air, Jikery gets that nice tap in. We are now 2-0 up Texas versus IU. Let's see, Nick is in the way there and knocks it, but just doesn't quite get it far enough away. Right, there we go. Nick takes the rebound off of that kickoff, and Jikery steals it away. Nick launches it up into the air, trying to sets himself up there. Sykes not quite able to make that connection. Nick setting up. Nick once again has control of this ball for a hot second. Then XRD Blade comes in and tries to take it away. XRD passes it off to Nick. I thought he was passing it off to Jikery, and I think he thought he was passing it off to Jikery too, but then didn't manage to make that connection. Nick has it up in the air. XRD Blade launches it away. Is Sykes able to come in for it? No, he has a touch on it, but not quite enough control. 1 minute remaining, and it is still 2-0 for Texas. Will IU be able to get two goals and manage to force an overtime here in game number 1? Nick does manage to get Nick manages to get the goal on an open goal. So it is now 2-1, 47 seconds left. It is well within the realm of possibility for IU to tie this game up or even take it outright. Sykes gets the launch up there. Nick sort of gets a touch on it, just a little piece, and ends up slowing it down more than anything, which is not quite what they needed to do here. Especially if XRD Blade gets another goal. Looks like Nick and Sykes were just not quite able to get in front of that ball. Just a second of hesitation, not even a full second, allows Texas to get that goal. It is now 3-1. 4-1. I think Nick and Sykes miscommunicated on who was going for that kickoff. So therefore, no one went for the kickoff. All right. IU needs to score 3 goals here in 20 seconds, and if they don't get one real soon, that's not going to happen. Looks like IU is just trying to run this clock out. They appear to have given up on this game number 1 of the 3-game series. Keep in mind, this is an elimination series. Loser of this match does go home. By go home, I mean probably stop playing Rocket League and go do homework at this point, because we're all college students here, right? All right, Texas wins game number 1. All right, Sykes is going in for the kickoff. Gets the first touch there. All right, Nick gets the touch there, but not quite enough. Sykes sets it up into the air. Jikari does manage to knock it away, though. Sykes coming in. IU feels like in 2v2, it's a very different beast than 3v3. The field is a lot less crowded. But it also feels like it's much easier to punish your opponents for their bad positioning because there's only 2 of them instead of 3. And XRD Blade manages to get there in time. Sykes does come in and try to get that touch in, but not quite. XRD Blade was just a hair in front of that ball. That was almost a goal. Nick has it all lined up. Sykes has full boost. Is he able to get there in time? He does knock it back, but Jikari gains control of it and knocks it away from Nick. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in this game number 2, and we are at 0 score. Texas is up 1-0 in the series. XRD Blade coming up. Sykes missing the swipe on that ball. Nick trying to gain control of it. Sykes knocking it back towards Texas's end of the field. Sykes sets it up, and no, Nick is not there to follow up there. He was out collecting more boost. Sykes in the air, setting it up. XRD Blade knocks it away. Feel very much that Texas is in control of this game. IU is attempting to put pressure on them. But like I said, I feel like Texas is just cooler, calmer, and more collected. All right, here we go. IU down 0-1. Tied 1-1. Just one of those kickoff goals. It just bounces right off the wall in a perfect angle. You know, sometimes you got to take the goals that you're given. And Nick gets the save. I wasn't quite sure if his car was going to be in the air long enough to save that ball. Let's see. Nick makes that block. Jikari comes in, takes the shot. Nick and Sykes are both going for that save, but neither one of them is quite able to get there in time. Not sure if that was a communication or a positioning error, or just not being able to get where they needed to be quite fast enough. Texas is up 2-1 in game 2. If they take this game, they will continue on, and IU Girl Scouts will be done for the night. But Nick does manage to knock that one in over the heads of both Texas players. You can see him bouncing it off the top there, and nice tip right over. See Nick going in for the kickoff, but Jikari manages to knock it towards the IU side of the field. Apparently, Texas is hitting some lag spikes and getting some of the rubber banding effect, speeding up just to try to catch up to where their car is supposed to be. But that hasn't diminished much from their play. They are still tied up 2-2 with 2 minutes left in this game. IU must win this game to keep their tournament hopes alive. Otherwise, they will be done for the night. Sykes up in the air. Nicklet manages to get the save. And following up, but XRD Blade knocks it away. Sykes knocks it back towards Texas's goal, and no, not able to follow up there. And Jikari gets a free kick in on the goal. Sykes was too far away, and Nick was also on the other side of the field. No one was able to to get that goal. IU needs another goal in the next minute and 27 seconds in order to keep their tournament hopes alive tonight. Then again, IU does have two teams in this tournament. Must Be Music Majors and Girl Scouts. This is the Girl Scouts. And they appear to be close right now. 1 minute left, and IU must score at least one more goal in order to stay alive in this tournament. Texas did take game 1 of a best of 3, so if IU does not take this game 2 and force the third game, that will be the end of it. Both Sykes and Nick in on that save, but if either of the Texas players had been able to follow up on that one, that would have been a goal on their part. XRD Blade manages to get that save, or get that in. Nick knocks it off, but not able to knock it away from Texas. Unfortunately, that does mean it is 4-2 with 36 seconds left. IU needs to score 2 goals in under 35 seconds at this point. Syke knocks it up, but misses the rebound against the wall. Unfortunately, not able to set up for Nick, who was in the midfield there, able to follow up on that, just not able to get the right setup. The alley-oop was ready, but the pass wasn't there. 8 seconds left, and IU needs to score twice. They would need to get 2 0-second goals here, and that is... Nope, they're going to score on themselves. So Texas takes this 2-0. Thank you so much, everyone. Please go ahead and follow Gaming IU stream and Radiant Repose to see the other IU team and see how they are doing at this point. Thank you so much, and I will be leaving you all tonight.